Hello friends and fellow crafters, we are back for my second video. I had promised that I would show you how to use the paint pens. Today I'll be using Tule Art. I do have some other ones that I just bought all of these off of Amazon. This is Jeff Nib. I haven't used these much, but I bought some for Flesh Color. And so we're going to talk about how to use these and the maintenance required to keep these in working order. So when they first arrive, the tips of them are clear white. The first thing you want to do is what they call burp them, which means pushing this down with the pen in an upright position. It hurts my finger to do that, so I just take the cap of the pen and I just pump it twice. Okay. Then we're going to recap it. Give it a good shake till you hear that ball in there, that metal ball rolling around. Shake it at least 20 times, if not more, for the first time. And then after that, we are just going to gently put the tip down and put some pressure on it and pump it a few times. Not real hard, only about a quarter or halfway down, and you'll see that tip fill up with the paint. Once that happens, it should start coloring. I always have a test rock, so just a rock that's kind of imperfect that you decide you don't want to use, and I just test all my colors on here. Now these do need to be stored horizontally. As you can see, my storage container here, they are all kept horizontally all the time, and that is so that the tip remains working and that they don't dry out on you. Now, if they should dry out, not the marker itself, but the tip, or the tip gets wore down from coloring too hard on a rock, it will wear this tip down, and then the paint will start to gush. Or if you push while you're coloring, the paint will gush from out around the rim here. So you don't want to press while you're coloring. You just want to barely touch, right? Just real loose. I'm not putting any pressure on this pen at all. If this should get dried up and the next time you use it, it won't flow, you can remove this tip, and all kits come with a replacement tip. This is the tip for the smaller ones. Okay, this is the 0.7 millimeter tip, and all you're gonna do is take a paper towel and grab that tip and yank it out. Okay, and then you just stick the new one in. I'm just gonna put this one in because it is brand new, and you're gonna burp it like we did before when it's brand new. Shake it, prime it by pushing down on it. We're gonna do all the same things as when it's new. Now, one way to avoid the tips drying out is to, after you finish coloring with it for the day, either just give it a good wipe, right? Wipe off all that excess that will accumulate around the tip, or you can even gently just put the tip itself in water and give it a little swoosh, and then wipe the tip off, and that will help loosen up even more of that in there. Then you're going to recap it tightly. Now these, you have to hear the click because that is not on tight. You have to hear that snap, and there should be no gap there. And then you store it horizontally. Now for the larger size, the process is the same. When you first get them, you're going to burp it. You're going to shake it, right? And then you're going to press down until that sponge, you'll see the sponge fill with color. And then again, no pressure while you're coloring, and recap it when you're done. Same thing with these. You can take these tips out and rinse them. you can soak them and rinse them off real good, dry them up. You can also grab them with a towel and pull them out and change them. The new ones for the larger ones look like this. Some have a chisel top and some have a round top. It is purely by brand or preference. You can also buy them aftermarket on Amazon. So in other words, some people just sell the tips and they're only about, I don't know, $2 or $3 for like 5 tips. So they're not expensive at all. Again, recap when not in use, and store horizontally. That's all there is to these. They are very simple and easy to use. Sometimes the tips, it's hard to get the old tips activated again, and it's easier just to change the tip. Like I said, the cost is minimal. If you do that, these pens are really easy and convenient to use. If you try to force reusing the same tip over and over, it can get frustrating. So today I grabbed all of these to test for this video, and they all worked first time. So they're a really nice, convenient thing to have. There are many brands out there. There are very super high end, and there are non-expensive ones. Just make sure that you are, if you're doing rocks, you're getting acrylic water-based. And they do go on other surfaces as well, such as glass and wood, and the ad would have the list of things that they will work on. But that's it for this video. Thank you for joining us. Next, we are going to do a video on how to apply tattoos to a rock and the look that that brings. So join us for the next one. Thank you.